Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be playing the new missile tank, the KPZ 70 missile. Now, this tank was a tier 9. It used to be a tier 9, which you can see here, and then it got moved to a tier 10. Now, the KPZ 70 is a pretty decent tank. I do admit, I do like it. I preferred it better when it was a tier 9 tank. Wargaming have then gone and added the missile version of this tank, just like the Sheridan missile, but it is the KPZ 70 missile. So we're going to look at the stats of the tank, and then we are going to get into the game. Now, the game's going to be nothing special by all means. It's the only thing with this tank, obviously, you do have to play a fun game mode, which personally for me, I don't like playing unless it is on my free-to-play account, which I'd normally just play to help grind. But this is on my main account, or my press account, sorry, that I am playing this tank. So, as you know, it's got missiles, so your missiles are your premium rounds. So you've still got your normal round, you've still got your HE, and then your missile is your premium round. Now, the turret on this tank is 215, 100 on your side, and your hull is 143. Now, these are not going to change too much from the normal version. It's pretty much similar. So your DPM is 2,376. That is a 13.6 second reload. Penetration is 270 on your AP, 350 on your missile, and 92 on your HE. You got a 540 alpha on your standard, and then your missile gun or your missile shell, you have 480, and then 600 on that HE. Your aim time is 4.1, and your gun dispersion is 0.335. Again, that's not your missile because you control your missile. That is just your normal round and your HE. You have 7 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 46 kilometers per hour. Now, consumables, you do have the improved engine power boost, which does make it go a little bit quicker, which is quite nice. And then, of course, you do have, if you wanted, the sandbag armors. But to be fair, none of this really matter because it is fun game modes. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you run it with. Now, using missiles is quite difficult. It is quite difficult to use missiles. Now, those of you that remember the Sheridan missile when it had its missile, the same as the T92E1 in the main game, rather than the fun modes, people cried out to get rid of them. Now, the only problem with that is the tank itself actually become a lot better. When they got rid of missiles, it made the tank a lot better. However, people that knew how to manipulate the missiles, because there was people, especially on PC, where they can just aim up, lock onto a tank, etc. It was very difficult to be able to hide from the missiles, and that's what was annoying you, because you could be in an E3, very good armor, hiding behind a rock on a ridge. No one can pen you, except then you're hiding, no one can even see you, and out of nowhere there's a missile that drops on your head and penetrate you. So that's why it was OP. But a lot of people didn't know how to use the missile, and I'm included. You know, I can't use missiles, which you're probably going to see this game. It is very difficult to be able to use the missiles when you're on tablet or phone. It is quite difficult to use them missiles. However, I'm going to use as much missiles as I possibly can this game, because of course I'm making a video of a missile tank. It's fun game modes. Of course I will use AP if I absolutely have to. Now, I do want to say hi to Knuckles and these guys. I'm not popular no more. I don't really get, hey Meadsy, nice to meet you anymore in game. But these guys knew me, and yeah, so well played to the Mouse and Knuckles there. Nice to meet you, and it was a pleasure playing with you. So far, I thought everyone would come this side of the map. Now, the only thing with this game mode, especially, I think it's gravity or whatever it is, heavy tanks in gravity are useless. They are shit. You want to be a tank destroyer, or you want to be a medium, because at least you can jump up in the air, which you can't do in a heavy tank. So my first missile going into the back of that, and actually that was quite a nice roll there, 569 with that missile there. Now, what a lot of people used to do, I'm not going to do it now, is they used to just aim up. They used to just aim up and then aim down. So you sort of, once you aimed up and you wait for the missile to go in the air, you then aim down onto the tank and then it will hit the roof of the tank. But that, especially when people were moving, that's very difficult to do now. Very difficult to do the aiming on top of a tank. So yeah, missiles nowadays are nowhere near as good as they used to be. Wargaming did adjust them a little bit, and of course they did remove them from the main game, so which was a must. It was definitely a must, even though like it was easier to deal with a Sheridan in a normal game mode with missiles than it is now, because 90% of the players just did not know how to use them, and they would only want to use the missiles, which most of their shots would just miss. But it's the good players, it's the people that did know how to use them, it's the players that knew, especially when you come up against PC, which is fine if you're on tablet, because you can just, you know, same game, same device, you can turn off if you want to come up against people on PC. So it wasn't that bad. It was just more annoying having these missiles when you're trying to hide and then you just get a missile drop in your face. It was just annoying. Like, and armor didn't matter. Armor didn't matter. It doesn't matter how armored your I was going to say car. It doesn't matter how armored your tank is. I don't know why I was going to say car. I think it's because I'm now playing GTA 5 quite a bit, and yeah, armored cars or whatever. So yeah, it didn't matter how armored your tank was, because if the top of your tank was never armored, so when a missile hits the top of your tank, it's going to penetrate no matter what. But yeah, it was difficult. It really was difficult to be able to hit them. I mean, even shots like that, if I was to shoot a missile there, it would have taken a little bit longer, of course, for the missile to get there. Nowadays, missiles are just a meme. They are just a meme, and oh, I'm not going to get shot. And people just use it to try and get these brilliant shots. Like, people don't use missiles because they need to use missiles. They use them because they just want to be a meme. They want it to be a meme. They want to hide behind this garage or etc., aim down and then hit the tank. That's what they want to do. So it is very, very difficult to be able to hit these shots. And most of my shots, as you've seen, are just me aiming it in a shot because I can't penetrate them. And then of course I can just penetrate their side like I did with the mouse earlier. So is it an exciting tank? Not really. Like, at the end of the day, I don't play fun game mode, so it's not going to be a tank that I'm going to play, really. And if I really wanted to play a missile tank, I would still prefer the Sheridan, because it's a lot quicker, it's a light tank, especially in this game mode, because you can jump up in the air and you could do stuff that this tank can't do. Of course, in other game modes, then this tank might be better, but yeah, it's a free tank that you can earn at the end of the day. If you place these fun game modes, then why not? You know, it's a free tank, it's a missile tank, why not? And then you get this guy here that's just got into the building. We can't do anything at all, so the only thing we can do is go and cap the base. So let me know what you think of the KPZ 70 missile tank in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.